Welcome, my dear friends. It's Mew Monday at the DollHouse. Once again, my name is Sinful, and we're back for another episode of Beyond the NFT. I see lots of you awesome individuals just hanging out at DollHouse. I'm really thankful to see you all here. This is really awesome to see DollHouse, looking so good because the individuals in it make it look so good. And of course, awesome design by the fabulous Tank Poco over here. We love you, Tang. We love you, baby dolls. Thank you everyone for being here. Goblin Town. I don't think I gave you a shout out whenever I was giving shout outs, but I'm really happy to see you. Welcome, Blease. Murphjestic, you are back. You sexy mo. And Crypto Cube, thank you for being here. Um, so I guess without further ado, tonight's guest is a music artist as well as co-founder of Love Squad, and he is co-host of Love Radio. He is known throughout the Beast community for always spreading love and positivity everywhere he goes. I would like to introduce the Love Kid himself, Love Lewyy.
Yes, yes, yes. How is everybody doing? I'm happy to be here at the Dollhouse. I see a bunch of amazing people here. I want to unite with you guys some more for sure. Beautiful people. Um, I'm so intrigued by just the infrastructure and how this is all set up. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you for having me. As you said, yeah, I'm Love Louie, one of the co-founders of the Love Squad, and I'm just happy to be here. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Whenever I start every show, I usually just pass it back to my guest and give them a moment to introduce themselves. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, kind of like what got you here into Web3, and what got you started with all the wonderful things you're doing throughout the space.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, essentially, I believe it was like around 2014, cryptocurrency started popping off. I was trading a little bit, but didn't really know how to trade too much, and you know, uh, kind of put it down. As it wasn't like um, I guess profitable, obviously. Why else would I be trying to trade, right? So I put it down for about 2 or 3 years, and then Angry Pitbull Club, which is another NFT on the Ethereum blockchain. It was like a trend on Instagram for a bit there. Kind of piqued my interest. Went to go mint it, was scammed. So again, not the greatest experience. So what I did was I put it down for another year and a half. And then Rafsby, the founder of a kid called Beast, actually is one of my homeboys from back in the day. I've known him for about 15 years now. So he told me while um, we were DJing, because he was actually teaching me, and still I get most of my knowledge from him, um, teaching me how to DJ. And it was, I believe, January or something last year, no, before that, January last year, a year and a half ago. He's like, yeah, you should definitely um, look into this like NFT space and stuff, because I'm thinking of, you know, something major happening. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, like I think something major is gonna happen. I was like, okay. So I started grazing back into NFTs, and he's like, well, it's NFA, so NFA NDA, right? So he's like, not financial advice, it's non-disclosed, but something big I'm working on. Lo and behold, a year and a bit later, he released the Kid Called Beast, and he's like, yeah, man, like definitely want you to have a beast and get into the environment and work on your community and give back, and you know show your music and stuff like that, because essentially it's fully integrated with a bunch of different artistic minds and stuff like that, so it's a beautiful thing. And yeah, from there, teamed up with some people, Miss T, Machiavelli, at the beginning, some big names in the Kid Called Beast space, and then formed the Love Squad. From there, it was just automatic. People were super engaged, and they wanted to find a safe haven. And we try our best to walk in the love and the light all the time. But for sure, things happen. Times get hard sometimes. So, we're just building. We're over here just trying to build. But yeah,
Bro,
that's how I got into the space, Web3.
so happy to learn how you became Raspy's son. I have your
Ah,
your Twitter pulled up.
oh snap! I see that. Yeah, no, definitely, man. I call myself Raspy's son. Honestly, the man is he's a legend where I'm from. Like from back in the day, like I believe I was like 18 and stuff. When we started hanging out. Not to age myself, of course, if you could do the math, but um, yeah. So we were definitely chilling back in the day, and over time, he just like everything he did, he's like, "Yo, like this is what I'm doing. You should check it out." Like, okay, cool. It was Alpha or Loud Chain. He showed me that, and then he did Alpha Mind Training. He has a bunch. He has a bunch of stuff going on, right? So, and yeah, this was the one. It's like the other two, like I'm not good at trading. I have a low attention. I can't. You know what I mean? Unless it's like um writing music or work. Obviously you have to give focus to your work and stuff, or the family matters, stuff like that. Like I try to not put too much uh focus on the now or the uncontrollable, right? So anywho, um yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to meet Raspy on Metaverse Monday on the Metaverse Monday Twitter space that's hosted by Make an NFT and High CC and Josh Garrett. Yeah, and it was awesome to like kind of like hear a little bit about the Beast story and everything, like what you guys are about. The kind of like the freedom of what you could use your beast for. Of course, with like certain limited things because they are considered like to be like kind of kids, like the NFT.
Yeah.
So like have to limit at some parts, but like you could IP your stuff for your music, such as like how you have done in the past, and many other beasts have been like kind of doing integrating their beast into the artwork of their latest song release or album.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the beauty of it. Like, I didn't know IP plays were a thing. Honestly, until I seen the contract and stuff like that. I didn't even know that it was, like I knew very little about NFTs up until I came into a Kid Called Beast. And I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still trying to expand the horizon and, keep my eyes open and keep the door open for opportunities, right? Because opportunities may arise, and the last thing you want to do is close the door on a
Hmm.
good thing, right? So, yeah, I just want to keep a clear conscience, clear mind, ensure that when I'm saying something, I'm saying it in its purest form. Of course, it's the love and the light that we walk in. But yeah, man, everybody has different ways of taking in situations, right? So I don't want to sit here and pretend like I'm the perfect person. That's what I do not want to do. Um, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's that's what we're doing.
I mean, it's not even really like I guess in a way it's like you could pass that part off to the next individual. Like you are more of like in the creative sector of things. If it seems like I don't want to like kind of say, but from the vibe that I'm getting from you, it's like you want to chill in the creative sector of things, want to keep pushing what you make and letting the world and showing the world what you can do.
Absolutely, yeah. No, but I mean, it has to be a collective effort as well. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, Um, hey, Make. Sorry, I gotta say what's up to Make. I got the Make drip on tonight. But yeah, like, sorry. Can you ask the question again? Can you ask the question again? I need some
um,
more.
well, it wasn't really a question. It was just a statement. Uh, like kind of like talking about how you kind of prefer to, um, lead within the creative side of things and using your IP, your beast for what you make and showing the
Yeah,
world. But so like awesome to learn how you got into the Kid Called Beast community. It's definitely a story to tell. And in all honesty, dude, like I've always seen the Kid Called Beast like NFT, like myself personally, like everywhere everyone's rocking the PFP and stuff like that. And like I will tell you that in all honesty, like you and the Love Squad were mainly like the individuals that kind of like led me to kind of like want to begin like taking actually considering getting a beast. I am a beast holder as of like probably like a month now or a few weeks. And
let's go.
I have to kind of like be upfront with you. The kind of like the community that you've built around you, your brand and or not your brand, Love Squad. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah,
it has kind of inspired me to kind of look in the direction of a Kid Called Beast because they are obviously like doing something right when it comes to community building. They what it seems it's like they encourage these different sub communities to
yeah,
grow, and they help you grow. Yeah, I've never gotten the sense of like, oh, you just got this NFT project so you could market off our community and blah blah blah. It's like, oh no, you're in this, like, let's go, let's start helping each other, let's grow.
yeah. No, no, that's just it. Like, community is common unity, right? Like, that's pretty well what you could sum it up to. And they definitely got the they got the assignment, you know what I mean? When it came down to it, like, it's open-ended, you know what I mean? Full transparency. They definitely just want to build. If I know Raspy, I know that like he knows how much stronger a lot of people are together as opposed to an independence, right? So, yeah, like, and don't get me wrong, sometimes it's not always the right fit. You know what I mean? And I don't like using the word pivot because pivot's never a thing that you want to do. You don't you what you want to do is you want to just reevaluate. Let's say it like that. Instead of pivot, let's call it a reevaluation, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, he got the assignment, right? Like he realizes that there's a lot of amazing people in one space. Why not bring a bunch of masterminds together and give them an opportunity to shine in a community format, right? Like, imagine this. So, for a Web2 artist or a person who has to do the footwork to get their music out into the world, because of course I have to speak from a music perspective, right? Um, to get their music out into the world, it's going to take 10x, 100x, 1000x more effort to do what you can do through Twitter, through Discord, through all these other interactive Web3 type formats, right? Metaverse, right? These are experiences of people that you may never see in your whole entire life, but at the end of the day, you have an opportunity to gain their trust, gain their community participation, and then therefore you can grow outward. You know what I mean? And he understands that it's pretty well like a reach one, teach one. Like, if I'm able to, as an artist, um, have people that appreciate and love what I do, and then I want to run for the Billboard Top 100, for instance. If you go to purchase a Billboard Top 100 spot, I believe it's like, I don't know, let's call it $20. $20 per vote, whatever, whatever. But you need 1,000 votes to be able to get into the runnings to even be within the top 500, right? Now, if you evaluate that on a scale where it's a beast community of 3,900 plus holders, right? And they each know three people that are interested or very close knit to that community. Well, guess what? As an artist, if I'm able to engage with the community in which we're all bought into because we're all on the same page, um, then you have 3,900 votes on a Billboard top spot because you built your community, you networked the right way, you utilized the resources that were presented to you. Essentially, what we all are is we're resources for each other, right? Like there's a big difference, and I said this, I believe, in a space the other day, that there's a difference between using someone or something and utilizing someone or something. You know what I mean? I think everybody has something to give. If you can highlight that, then you're always gonna be stronger as a unit, right? Because I know your strength, you know my strength, I know your weaknesses, you know my weaknesses. It's easier to grow and find that common trajectory to elevate you to the next level, right? So you always want to keep a clear conscience. You always want to, practice what you preach, of course, and everybody's meditating at that level too, right? So again, just common grounds, common gold, common unity. That's how you build a community. So again, they got the assignment, bro.
They definitely did. They definitely did. Um, so it's a we could actually take it back to even kind of like music, the music artist. You are a music artist, you are a rapper. You've recently released a music NFT that's called Achievements, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Currently, where is it minting at? And what can you tell us about Achievements?
Oh, absolutely. If you actually go to my Twitter page, oh, there you go. I think it's the top one. Yeah, yeah. So it's called Thanks Page. So essentially, it's a tip-based setup. Um, Now, essentially, what I'm going to be doing with that is, um, the song is very, very affordable. It's essentially the best way to get into the community. Regardless, you can get into the community without purchasing. Essentially, just come through, see what's going on the link tree in the bio on my Twitter. You're not forced to mint. You're not forced to do anything. Honestly, I just want to keep it 100% kosher. I just want to meet genuine, amazing people, and build outwardly. You know what I mean? I don't want to put too much pressure on anything, and get carried away in something that, over time, like I just want it to be concrete. You know what I mean? And if you put too much water in the Kool-Aid over time, it just doesn't taste as good. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, slow and steady wins the race type thing. Tortoise in the hare.
Hmm.
You can run and run and never get there, right? So that's
Yeah.
kind of how I'm just evaluating everything right now, for
I
sure.
personally feel like organic growth is more rewarding than just bots or whatever, like you know just pumped up growth.
Yes,
Definitely
sir.
like the mindset. And yeah, I personally went ahead and picked up a one of the NFTs. Man, what? Man, I was on the list of top 10 tippers for a while. Now I got kicked off. I see one existence kicked me off the top.
Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, no, man. Honestly, all the mints are gonna I wanna find a LA based charity. The beat is from a DJ, from Nipsey Hussle's DJ, so that's LA for sure.
No,
I wanna find a
what?
charity and donate the proceeds of the initial mint to something out there, as I'm sure, they would benefit from it. And the tip amount I'm just gonna hold on to, put towards the Love Squad, put towards future ideas and projects. Because of course, while you're bringing the family together, you want to make sure that you're not just asking. I don't, and that's the thing. Like I don't release songs. I like my first release was 0.01. That was like $25. My second release was my birthday drop, which was like a silent drop. I didn't even let much people know. My third release was, geez, I don't even know. But anywho, I believe this is my fourth release. This is like the first one, my Genesis, and this one, I believe, are the only ones that I tried my best to push. Love Squad Anthem. Why am I lying to myself?
Yes,
That was
Love
the
Squad
third one.
Anthem.
That was the one. My fault.
I That's
Love
the first
Squad.
one I collected.
Yeah, Love Squad Anthem, like 0.0222. You know what I mean? Like, eh, the thing is with me, like, I don't like to ask people to give me money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm giving you utility, of course. I get it. Like, it's fair and stuff like that. But I just like I want to put it on the blockchain and just allow you guys to have it, just to have it. You know what I mean? But I want to be on the blockchain. So, as I was thinking about building the Love Squad community, I was also thinking about how I can make it the most affordable experience for people. As to why this past drop, yeah, there's 97 out of 222. I love that, man. The screen's booming and I love the artwork. That's crazy. But yeah, make it affordable, man, because there's a lot of people, and long-term effect is we're so early into this NFT music thing. Like, I don't want to burn everybody and make them feel like, hey, this guy's in here just collecting our coins and stuff like that,
Hmm.
taking our money out of our pocket. You know what I mean? Constantly dropping, constantly dropping, constantly. You know what I mean?
I
And then there's no reciprocal energy being output. You know what I mean? I
mm,
sent hats to the people that raffled, to ensure that they're getting something. The people that engaged, and I gave it 7 days, right? So it was optimal time. I did make posts about it, right? Like, I want to give back as I'm collecting all these blessings in abundance. You know what I mean? Like, because at some point it becomes overwhelming for a guy like me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Lo and behold, like, as much as I walk in the love and the light, and this is definitely what Make was talking about you peeling back people's layers, and it's automatic. I get it. Now I get it. But, like, honestly, bro, like, life is not a game. You know what I mean? As much as we're in this NFT space and stuff like that, real life shit's happening. You know what I mean? And you can't continuously fake the funk. I came from a darker place, you know?
Hmm.
And sorry, I had to take a sip. And with with that, like, I wanted to take the alternate route, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that bad shit really ain't getting you nowhere. You know what I mean? That bad shit really ain't getting you nowhere. So I'm just like, yeah, forget about it. Like, how can I find some love in my heart? You know what I mean? And I have a daughter. You know what I mean? I went through a separation with her mom. Crushed me. You know what I mean? And I was just like upside down for the longest time. Bounced back a little bit, went through some ups and downs, started DJing with Raf. I mean, and then this was my calling. You know what I mean? Like, I host, I feel immaculate when I'm hosting, I feel immaculate when I'm performing, I feel immaculate when I'm, giving people entertainment, and that's like what I'm born to do, is to entertain. That's why I want to fasten myself around the entertainment aspect, outside of everything else. Like, forget all the other shit. Like, put me around some entertainment and allow me to rock, or at least experience it. Like, I'm there in my purest form. Like, I just love to just have a good time. You know what I mean? And that doesn't include, like, I don't drink either, or I very seldom. I mean, because me, if I drink too much, guy, I'm goner. I'm a goner. Um, so yeah, man, like, yeah, bro, I just wanna do it the right way. Essentially,
Most
is what
definitely.
it all boils down to.
So kind of like you were speaking about kind of how as you've released NFTs, like it seems like the pattern has been that the price of the NFT has been going lower and lower and lower. Which kind of brings me to kind of like a topic that kind of like has been popping up in my mind randomly. Maybe I guess you are going to be the first musician that I ask about what are their thoughts. It's
Mhm.
like normally, like when it comes to like a music NFT, you're seeing like, hey, buy my music NFT, it's point zero 0.01 ETH. Point zero 0.01 ETH is like $40 if you think about it, or let's like, yeah, around there, 40,
Yeah.
50, $60, whatever, or 30. So in real life, Like or like in the physical world, we buy, let's say we buy an album, right? That album is going to cost about like what, 10 to 12, $15.
Yeah.
um so like, do you think in the music NFT like realm, would it set a better precedent if musicians started kind of pricing their music NFTs at the price of like what a single song would cost within that album? And do you think it would be kind of sustainable for them?
So here's the thing. I think that would be like the old school way. I think everybody knows their value. And of course, over time, as everything happens, your price sometimes increases, or you balance it out, or you take a loss where you can see a gain, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really up to the artist. I don't wanna answer as if like, okay, well, every artist should be doing it like this, or every artist should be doing it like that. I know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is know your value, know your worth, right? But don't like don't break the arms of the people that support you by outpricing the people that actually want to engage and be a part of what you got going on. And that's the hardest denominator, is to figure out that happy medium, right? So a lot of the time what I've been doing personally myself has just been focusing more on the give back as opposed to the take for now. And just putting ideas and plans in motion first before I start to let people know what's going on, right? Like multiple performances, like some utility, like a community. um but yeah, it's um to answer your question, I couldn't say that the $40 is out of this world or preposterous in any way, shape, or form. Because if you are able to get into the community, or would like to get into the community, it's very easy. But like, there's a bunch of amazing people and energy surrounding you, right? um and yeah, that's, I don't know. So it's hard to depict if we're pricing everybody out, right? I think that
Yeah.
what it should be, I think that what it should be, I think it should be like a calendar type thing where you prepare the individuals to know, okay, what's going on. Well, this may work, this may not work for you. And then also give an opportunity, on a side note, to give them like a lower end, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how. I don't like, I've been trying to formulate a plan. um and yeah, I think over time, yeah, for sure, like a lot of people would struggle. I think that's a lot of the artists comments that I've heard, right? Like, um the funding, the financials of Web 2, like it's hard to carry a career when you're in the studio spending five, six, $700 just to get a mix and a master before the beat. After the beat, you're paying, close to $1,000 for some people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they like, I get it. Like, you kind of want to recoup on that, right? But I mean, see, and that's why I do it in experience. I'm not a recording artist. I'm an experience artist. So I pretty well only pen and write and
Mm-hmm.
compose music as things happen in my life and stuff like that. But for the person who's constantly creating, like, that's a lot of money, right? So again,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm saying you got to know your worth, you got to know your value, evaluate like your profit loss, and set that calculator up, and just make sure that it's lucrative long term. Of course, you'll gain on the back end if you're consistent and pure in your intentions, right? Like, a lot of businesses lose before they win. So
Yep.
gotta
Yep.
gotta keep it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. You did bring up a very good point. Damn. And like, I guess also when I asked that question, I was also looking at like the metrics factor of things. Like imagining kind of like, let's say you could sell one music NFT for $40, or you could sell 40 music NFTs for $1 each, and then get the metrics from like people buying. Of course, like, I wasn't even thinking about the extra work that would be involved. So yeah.
Man, Bro, honestly, like, and honestly, it doesn't even matter. As I was saying earlier, and shout out to Make beside me, the drip is fantastic. Um, what I was saying earlier is that like um the metrics with a dollar, like we're so early to this NFT music thing that like as the masses flood in, like you can look on sound.xyz, there's guys like Sammy Ariaga from Ethereum with his pixelated team that was chasing Snoop Dogg for the top spot a couple months back, right? So like with that, like we're so early, and as mass adoption with the younger cats, because for sure they're on their way to Web3. Like a lot of them have the VR headsets and stuff like that. They're already set up. You know what I mean? And as mass adoption comes into the NFT space, why not leave your music on the blockchain in an open format where they can mass adopt it as well? Like the limited editions and stuff like that, I get it. If you have a project idea or a plan behind it as to why it would be a good idea for it to be limited edition, absolutely do it. But don't forget, as people start to flood in through the bull markets, through other avenues of just hearing about the space, about Decentraland, about mana, about everything that's taking place, right? Like you want to be able to be accessible. So yeah, man.
Yeah, most definitely. That was awesome. Damn, we went like really deep in. Like I actually like even wanted to come back to like how long have you been making music, and what like who inspired you to make music? Who did you look up to while making a beat or putting together a rhyme?
Another good question. Yeah, no. I've been writing music probably, gosh, since 2010 or 11 writing. Like,
Hmm.
and again, like I'm a football player. I love basketball. Like I was sports up until I graduated high school. And then I started taking music a little more seriously. So I would say like from 2013 and beyond. So for the past 10 years or so,
Hmm.
um,
Nice.
I've been writing a lot of music, right? So, um, yeah, it's and my brother inspired me. It's kind of crazy though. Um, he's 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 been to jail quite a bit. Um, and as I was younger, he used to call me and recite rhymes. And sorry, let me take a sip.
Yeah.
He used to call me and recite rhymes, and one of the rhymes that he sang to me was very inspiring. He uh he pretty well asked me at the end of the rhymes. He's like, "Hey, like, why aren't you like making music or writing what like you feel and stuff like that?" And honestly, I didn't have an answer because I was so nestled around sports and trying to have a better education and just put myself on the right track. Education fell through, by the way. But
Happens.
music always is my calling, right? So um, yeah, I started writing a lot. He introduced me to his crew. His crew put me on in about 2012, 2013. 2013, I started rocking all the shows in my city. Made a little thing for myself. Went through with a couple music videos, which is now, kind of lost in the abyss as the individual who started the crew Loose Cannon Plays, which I was a part of. Um, so tragically passed away. And yeah, like from there, like the division kind of just happened naturally. Like it's like losing your big brother, or losing your best friend, or losing a family member. Like it was deep. It cut that deep, of course, and it was just like damaging. So um, I had to take a step back, and yeah, like then I didn't write for a bit, and I just I just keep on. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little emotional about that, brother.
No worries, man. No worries.
um, yeah, man. It's yeah. Sorry, brother. Give me a sec.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely, We don't pick the life that we get put into, but definitely we it is our decision of what we get out of it. And what it seems like from your story that you're sharing with us is that um, from all the bad that was around, you have strived to build something positive. So
Yeah, man, it's hard. That's the hardest part about it, right? Like, I lost him, and my brother kept me on the path. He's like, "Yo, you're still sick." You know what I mean? Like, keep on doing it. Like, my brother's my biggest inspiration when it comes to this music thing, for sure.
mhm.
And he doesn't really um record as much anymore, but I'm sure his pen's still sharp for sure. Um, you know what I mean?
Ha-
And pencil. Sorry, my fault, because the pen's always sharp.
so,
um,
so a little in
yeah.
between question. Have you ever used one of your brother's rhymes or lyrics, like in one of your songs, to kind of like as a tribute to him?
Actually, the last song that I did with him was with his homie, and like it was a little bit after the my homie, the late great, passed away, McPhee. We made a song, and I couldn't conjure up enough words, bro. Like,
Hmm.
and just the overall consensus was like, yeah, I had my brother write a little piece. I pieced a little piece back in and stuff like that. And back in the day, always, man, when I was younger on the come up, and my brother was still hot and active in the game, like if there was a rap battle or something like that, hell yeah, man, like yo, let's practice these bars. But pretty well, he's telling me like this is how I would do it. You know what I mean? Then I go there and it's GG's. And I've recorded one song in the past with his lyrics for sure.
Damn, a big shout out to Big Bro.
For sure, man. Family matters for sure.
Family matters. All the energy, like I can definitely feel the positive energy, that comes off of you, and the energy that you apply towards Love Squad, and like more kind of directly, or kind of like, yeah, kind of more directly, like your Twitter Spaces. You could feel the energy from you. Last night was freaking awesome in that space that you hosted last night. You're just DJing a little bit, and then in between, like, making your shout outs, and then stopping it a little bit and being like, "You guys awake? Like, what's good?"
Yeah. Yeah, I go crazy, honestly, getting loose with Lewyy. It's pretty well Sunday service. I call it Sunday services if you're coming to church, but the music is just rage music and stuff like that. We getting a little crazy.
Hey.
Nevertheless, like, but the thing is, like, there's so much happening in the Love Squad right now. Like, full transparency, there's a lot taking place, and I'm just trying to get a grasp on everything because listen, it's very hard to please everybody. This is the common fact. I just want to say that it's very hard to please everybody.
Yeah.
As long as I'm happy with what I'm trying to perceive, and I understand that my intentions are pure. I hope everyone reciprocates it as such, right? But I cannot control anybody else's feelings or emotions towards me or towards anybody else, right? So definitely right now, I'm definitely trying to figure out how to assimilate and coordinate and, get back on the horse, because I want to make sure that, again, as I'm coming out pure, right? Like, because I have some things I'm battling with right now myself. You know what I mean? IRL, I'm telling you, it's a real thing. When I detach from all of this, things happen. You know what I mean? When I come here, I want to give you all my love. I want to be the top notch energy guy, energy god, whatever you want to call me, because that is what the world needs to transmit at the end of the day so that you can sleep well and hopefully wake up more pure intentions, right? So, um, yeah, man, how you end your day matters just as much as how you start your day, right? The in between stuff will happen. So that's what I'm trying to grasp is the in between stuff and find that balance. And then, recite it back to the Love Squad, and pull these people back in. And it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot to essentially be a founder of a community, and um, yeah, just make things happen. Like I just don't want things to dim. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
I
know
I, I want,
exactly.
yeah, I want the light to stay beaming. You know what I mean?
Yes, no, most definitely. I mean, like this example, like this Discord that we're sitting in, like it's like my baby. It's my baby, and of course, several other founders as well as baby. But you
Yeah.
know, like I know
No,
exactly what you mean.
it's just, bro. Like, man, I just it's so hard. As I said, it's hard to please everybody. I just hope to please the majority. You know what I mean? If I could get the majority to be happy, bro, like mission accomplished. Because it's so easy to be down, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, it's so easy to be down, bro. We just really just need some positivity and inspiration around us. It's love, bro.
It's love, and I love that you're bringing it. And so, kind of, you had mentioned there's a lot going on in the Love Squad. Like, I'm assuming, like different people always doing different things, even such as yourself. Like, it seems like there is like different series of Twitter Spaces that you host. Like, for example, there's the one that you had yesterday. I've seen Entertain Me with Miss T. I know you rolled in there as well. And then there's like just usual Love Squad like events or Twitter Spaces that happen. Like at this point, are they series, like different series, or kind of like, or are you the Love Squad is or is the Love Squad just like testing the waters of what works best?
So there is no true like definitive answer to that question, as it's open format. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Um, Love and Conversation was a segmented thing. Took
Yes.
a step back for the month of August, as prior to that it was more like a pop-up, like essentially Entertain Me. Get loose with Lewyy may not happen on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
everything is so pop up because um I think that it's easier to allow everybody to be their own independent force, so that you can grow and bloom around people that just care, right? Now, Entertain Me is of course a part of the Love Squad, but also like everything is cemented into its own pillar. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
shines on its own as its own individual thing. Um, so that everyone can remain highlighted, because again, I don't want to take shine from anybody else. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
call me a founder. Honestly, I'm not the founder. We're all the founders of the Love Squad, whether you're there, whether you're not, whether you're about to be there, regardless, like your position is reserved. You know what I mean? Like it's for everybody. It's not just for me. You know what I mean? So that's why I kind of wanted to take out the segmented era of like the combos and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
truthfully, like a lot of the emotions and stuff we're building, you know, there's a lot of real stuff that happens when love's involved, right? So yeah, man, it's I can't say that there's a narrative to it or put a finger on it for you
Mm-hmm.
to
Yep.
fully understand. It's kind of just pop up randomness and come have
Mm-hmm.
fun and vibe.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm in that Twitter group that you have, the Love Squad Twitter group in DM.
Hmm.
And it's a very lively group. There's a lot of people in there. I think like what, like 50 to 70 around there, maybe more.
I just upgraded. I just put another 20 people.
Damn,
Essentially, what I'm gonna do with that group, I'm gonna put it to the max, and then I'm gonna shut it down and
you
start a new one.
you gonna do us like that?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna, because the thing is, like, there's a lot of people who are of course, Love Squad members, but what I want to do is, like, again, like, there's so much emotion, there's so much feeling, there's so much things attached to just the general conversation, right? Like, it's cool to say GM and stuff like that. But essentially, when Miss T started the Love Squad alongside of me, um, she wanted to keep it like purely just Love Squad people who engage. That actually, over time, we found um, we found them to be, those immaculate people that we bind with, we click with. But again, the Web3 space moves so fast, you know what I
Mm,
mean? And then
very.
one minute you're here, the next minute you're there, and then there's a couple people who, come in and, maybe they're not fully integrated, or they don't fully see the vision, or,
And they shake
the
things
vision.
up.
Yeah, and they kind of shake things up, right? So,
Oh man.
like rooting out the bad apples. They're everywhere. Some people just don't vibe with what's going on anymore, which is absolutely fine. No one's forced to be anywhere they don't want to be. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just about continuous improvement, one foot in front of the other, uniform rotational motion, as I always say. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Very nicely put. Like I mean, even like like everything you kind of just said, um, it could be connected to like the situation within like the Decentraland community. Like, there's always gonna be those bad apples that come in and start shaking things up. And yeah, it's all like, growing pains. It's just yeah, what happens when the community grows and the community is tested a little bit. But through the other side, I mean, stay consistent. If one stays to like their work and just ignores everything, all the noise around them, like you'll come out the other side and you know maybe even better than before.
Yeah. Honestly, the consonants expansion is imperative. You know what I mean? I don't judge anybody um, based on their character. I take you for face value. Again, with everybody, you're placed in the light on first reference. And then if you decide to move to the darkness, that's completely on you. You know what I mean? Um, I don't like to take anyone's time or finances or anything for granted, right? So again, like I just want people to come into the community because they know, hey, I'm a good person and I want to find good people. So
Egg.
yeah,
That's why I'm here. I mean, I feel it. You're a good egg. You're one of those good eggs in this space. Um,
I have my flaws.
of
I have my
course.
flaws, simple. You
Uh,
know what I mean?
I mean, we
I,
all
I don't
do.
want to. I don't want to sound like Angel Baby over here. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely not Angel Baby. As I said before, like I'm doing my own thing too in IRL. And excuse me, real things do happen in real time. So I'm not perfect, bro. I do
Mhm.
have my flaws, brother.
As we all do, but yeah, as humans, the best thing we could do is, admit that we have them and work towards being better as people and yeah, move forward. Okay, so everyone that's currently at the Dollhouse, special announcement. Uh, we have the Love Kid over here, Love Louie, will be performing for us after Beyond the NFT. So,
Yes, sir.
what do you think? Would you think it's a good time to start winding down and start getting into the performance?
Whenever you're ready, man. Honestly, what I do want to do is introduce y'all to a little bit of EDM stuff that I like to play. I wasn't able to get the deck set up, so I'm kind of just gonna have to play it as if it's like a, a space. Um, but then I'll play a couple of my songs as well. I'll perform.
Yes,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, if I could have like a 3 minute intermission, just to make sure everything's concrete, I could jump out and just set everything up, and I could jump back in for sure.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good. Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna just show us a little bit of EDM, a little bit of your music. Um, What's your favorite type of music? And does your favorite type of music, is it something that you like to play for others as a, DJ?
Honestly, I love all music, bro. Like I pretty well can listen to everything or anything except for like super hard screamo like stuff. No offense. I love it. Like I get where, it could be enticing and intriguing. I think every form of music has an outlet or something to offer. Um, but yeah, me personally, I kind of oriented oriented myself around Jesus. Hip hop, R&B, rap, and then of course EDM. And I started off, as you know, as a rapper. I'm now practicing to be a DJ, or get better at DJing and mixing and stuff like that. Um, so it's kind of a weird story, but rap's my baby. You know what I mean? Like, love it to death. Did me the most justice. Absolutely, will never turn my back on rap. But like when it comes to the parties and stuff like that, like just the energy, right? Like, cause I love positive, like fun energy where everyone's just enjoying themselves. Depending on like the mood I'm in, because obviously the dark moods transpire, and the heavy rap or hip hop comes on, right? So, um, um, yeah, like it all comes down to the party. Sometimes I'm in the club and it's rap music, and then people start, swinging fists and stuff like that. But at EDM shows, it's mainly just love, bro. Like people just hugging each other, like asking each other if they want water. Like it's just a different atmosphere, bro. So I love them equally, man. They're both my babies. I think I put them side by side just so that I don't have to fight anybody about one or the other. But yeah, I love me some hip hop and EDM for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Top two,
You
top two.
mentioned
Neither one nor two.
you mentioned that EDM scene. Man, it used to be so pure, the plur stuff and all that, and then it like got like mainstream or commercialized, and then it was like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I think that like back in the day, like the footwork was the funnest part about making music. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty well a social butterfly. I'm introverted extrovert. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
When I'm outside, I love like just doing like spontaneous cool shit. Like if that's what we're doing. But at the same time, I don't mind just being at home, writing and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
And I gotta turn this screen off because everybody's distracting me. Like I've been sitting here watching myself dance on the jumbotron. But yeah, like I'm an introverted extrovert. I just love doing spontaneous stuff. Sorry, I lost my place.
No worries. So I see in chat we have a first time chatter. His name is Gassed Up NZ in the Twitch chat. He says LFG, a kid called Beast, love Lewyy. Welcome. How are you? So
Let's go. Yo, shout out to that PFP. Shout out to that individual. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's what's up.
I wonder who he is, like in the Discord. Like, what's your name in the Discord?
What was the handle again?
It's on Twitch and it's Gassed Up NZ.
Yes.
Yeah,
New Zealand?
I,
I
I'm
wonder.
I'm thinking New Zealand. It is Kryptonite. Welcome, Kryptonite.
Oh, what's up, Kryptonite? That's my guy. Absolutely. Shout out to Kryptonite for sure. Yeah, no, man. It's that's what it's about. It's about community, and I'm happy that he was able to tap in. Like I hope a lot of people were able to tap in on Decentraland. I got some people over on the Love Squad asking if they're still in or if we're still in here chatting. So
Of course,
um
get him in here for your
yeah.
show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And which kind of gets me even. I'll direct this question towards Kryptonite. Can you make it to Decentraland, or are you currently on Twitch? Because either you're on your phone, or just can't make it. You know, doing some other shit. Because in that case, if you are away, I could stream this to my like Twitter, to my Twitter account, or stream Love Louie show to my Twitter account if it's okay with Love Louie, and then you can enjoy from there.
So what? Sorry, what was the option?
Um, what like it would it be okay for me to stream your performance to my Twitter? Kind of like you know how you can stream to Twitter, correct?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I have my account like all set up with like the server and stuff like ready to go. Let's see. He's at work, so the stream would be dope. Okay. Well, would it be okay if we stream your performance to my Twitter, and you wouldn't have to do anything extra. It's something on my end that I would have to adjust. Like for example, right now we're streaming to Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and
Oh, you're
Decentraland.
good.
Yeah.
You're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, no, feel free. Honestly, like, yeah, I'm game. Feel free, bro.
Alrighty, let's do it then. I guess any final shout outs you would like to make? Any final anything that you would like to like kind of promote before we go? And also if anyone would like to reach you, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I want to shout out to the Love Squad and the Love Squad only. You know what I mean? Divided we fall, together we stand tall, tall, tall. And I definitely want to stand tall with all of y'all. And that wasn't even supposed to be a bar, but at the end of the day, that's how it goes. Shout out to my Love Squad. My heart is out there, man. Like my heart is definitely hurting. You know what I mean? I'm definitely trying to pick up myself and bring myself back together, but the Love Squad keeps me intact. They like through all the trials and tribulations, I definitely have a place where I like to call home. And uh, I just want to give them a shout out. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for putting me on. Uh, Always appreciate you. Make for the drip. Everybody down below. I can't unless I jump down. Let me jump down on them. Hold on. Bang. Shout out to all the people out here having fun bouncing around. Love all the amazing outfits and stuff. It's crazy, bro. I gotta get my drip up. But regardless, like everybody who came through, everyone who spent their time with us, like it's a massive appreciation, and I want to have it any other way. And shout out to all of the people on YouTube, on Twitch, on all the streaming platforms. We appreciate it for sure.
Yo, Louis, I don't know if you're looking at my screen share right now. I think I broke the camera. Why is it upside down?
I have no clue. I'm definitely watching. Um, that's wild. How how did that? Is there a way to flip? Maybe there's a way to flip.
I fat fingered some button. Oh fuck, I fucked it. Okay, well damn, I fixed it now. Fat fingered something that made me go upside down. No, no.
You're good, man. Honestly, yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Here's some shots for you. It's love, the love gun.
The love gun, let's go. Oh yeah, and what's the best place anyone could reach you?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Essentially, the best way to find me is on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. My handle is Love Louie, LoveLewyy, as you see on the screen above my head. Um, Feel free, come through, hit me up, follow me. There's a link tree in my bio. It'll lead you to all the rest of the resources that you may need, whether that be Discord, songs, feature songs, so on and so forth, as I try to keep it updated every 30 days. So, yeah, man, that's what's up.
That's what's up. Thank you, Louis, for your time tonight on Beyond the NFT. And yeah, really looking forward to your performance. You said just stand by for like 2 to 5 minutes or so, and yeah, for you to go live and get started. Correct?
Exactly. Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I got my sound in order. As a matter of fact, my OBS is up. Yeah, give me about 3 minutes and I can flip it over. I need some more water and then we're good to go.
All right, sounds good. I guess it gives me enough time to raid other people out on Twitch and stuff like that. So thank you for your time, really appreciate you, and I'll just do my final shout outs here for everyone at DollHouse and on the stream. Want to thank everyone that came through tonight and enjoyed tonight's show. Love Lewyy, much love to you. Wow, that was good. Shout outs to our friends and supporters, Songbird Collective, Voxboards, Meta One Designs, Dr. Drip. Thank you very much. Big shout out to the baby dolls, the hosts of or yeah, our hosts every week here at the DollHouse. Much love, thank you. And of course, the Gold Guy brand. If you're looking for any wearables, definitely check out Gold Guy brand and pick up a pair of jeans. Those things are pretty fire. Thank you, everyone. Take care and stand by. We're gonna raid a musician, the closest talented person.